Hi YouTube, hallo und herzlich willkommen zu der ersten Folge Star Trek Resurgence hier auf meinem Kanal. Ich hoffe, ich habe es jetzt richtig ausgesprochen. Warte mal gucken hier. Resurgence. Yeah. Wir sind dabei. Wir wollen starten. Wir sind... ein neues Star Trek Spiel. Zur Info. Ich werde in der nächsten Woche oder in den nächsten paar Wochen werde ich wieder Star Trek Online aufnehmen. Ich bin schon dabei, ich erstelle mit dem nächsten Charakter. Die erste Folge sollte in einem Kasten sein. Ich weiß, ich wollte noch Smallland aufnehmen, alles kein Problem, das wird auch noch kommen. Halt nicht so in dem Takt wie Conan Exiles, aber es wird kommen, ja. Wir fangen mal an. Ich würde sagen, wir drücken Play. Empty Slot. Ach ja, Settings. Subtitles, Language. Oh, was? Was? Hä? Das gibt's nur auf Englisch. Oh je. Yeah. Gut, okay. Wir machen das Mastervolumen ein bisschen runter. Musikvolumen auch ein bisschen runter. Soundeffekt. Ja, machen wir alles ein bisschen runter. Ja, bleibt uns wohl nichts anderes übrig. Kriegen wir schon hin. Ein bisschen Englisch verstehe ich, ja. Beginn. Also das heißt, dann werden die Folgen, wahrscheinlich wird es ja noch nachgeliefert. This is a dramatic lab adventure. The relationship and events are you about to explore will be shaped and... Ja, so schnell bin ich nicht.
Captain's log, stardate 57931.4. The crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our ship back together, we're finally about to venture out on a new mission.
No, also sie müssen das Schiff wieder zusammensetzen.
Unprecedented ion storm slow them down. They're ready for something different. I know I am. Perhaps more than any of them. Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe. Change is inevitable. And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good. Our new first officer is en route to the Resolute. Jara Rydek. I know she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew.
Boah.
No problem.
Okay, wir werden den Controller brauchen.
I'm not great with flying. But these little shuttles are the worst.
You don't like flying. And yet, you joined Starfleet.
There's a reason I'm not a pilot.
You should try it sometime.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
So am I.
Also wenn ihr es auf Deutsch übersetzt haben wollt, ne, dann macht euch den YouTube-Untertitel an. Boah. Eine Steamrunner-Class, eine Mirinda-Class und eine Nebula-Klasse und die Excelsior. Und das Update von der Mirinda-Klasse, ich weiß nicht mehr, wie sie hieß. Wir sind an der Starbase angedockt. Bitte steigen Sie aus. Nehmen Sie bitte Ihr Gepäck mit. Und der Kleine bleibt da sitzen, oder was? Ist schon auf Angst gestorben. Check-in and security. Use left to move. Okay. RT, der ist da.
Starbase on the very edge of Federation
Nee,
space.
128er, ja!
I'm away from home now.
Ich bin nicht so der Controller-Spieler, also es kann ein bisschen verwirrend sein, ne?
Commander? I'm not usually such a nervous wreck, by the way. I actually did well at the academy.
Oh yeah?
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalen test?
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pintaris 5. Anyway, I finished in the top 20. Not just in my class. I mean, all time. In the history of the Academy.
Really? That's quite impressive.
Thank you. It was tough. But you know, I set my mind to it and it paid off.
Please place your hand here. Hold it there for a few seconds.
Oh.
Welcome, Commander Rydek.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You absolutely crushed the Torvalen test. You finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
Now I'm really... It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry, I didn't realize before. I just came off the shuttle and was glad to be on solid ground.
The pleasure is mine, Ensign.
Paul Calloway.
Good to meet you.
I believe Commander Ermot is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
See you on the Resolute.
Kann man schneller laufen? Ah, cool. Ne, man kann nicht schneller laufen, okay. Er läuft noch ein bisschen, ja.
Good day, Commander.
Oh, hallo. Also, ja, mit der Steuerung. Ah,
If I remember my briefing, Commander Ermot is a Bolian, so I'm looking for someone with blue skin. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just... Well, I'm not sure where my departure dock is. The Resolute's gonna leave without me.
Look here. The Resolute is leaving from this dock.
Ah, you're right. Nerves must be getting to me.
er hat nicht mal Danke gesagt.
Thanks so much,
Ah,
Commander.
jetzt. Wollte gerade sagen. Kann ich einen Aufzug benutzen?
Excuse me. Have you seen a Bolian around here?
Yes, sir. Right back there, near the replicator.
Ah, there he is. Thank you.
Happy to help, Commander.
Oh, süß.
I'll replicate myself a meal once I'm on board.
Zu dem müssen wir.
Excuse me.
Oh, die sagen sogar Entschuldigung, wenn sie sich anrempeln.
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander Rydek. I'm Commander Jan Ermot, Operations Officer on the Resolute. Commander? I hope there wasn't too much trouble getting here. This storm isn't making anything easy for us right now. I know conditions are less than ideal at the moment.
It takes more than a little turbulence to rattle me.
I'm sure that's the case. We're grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice. From everything I've read and everything I've heard, we're lucky you were available to us. Coming from a premier starship and all. To our little research vessel.
What exactly have you heard about me?
First in your class at the Academy. Received the Starfleet Award of Valor during the Dominion War. Most recently, Tactical Officer and Chief of Security on the USS Endeavor.
You've done your homework?
Like I said, we're very lucky.
Da ist sie. Die ist hübsch. Ich finde sie gut. Keine Ahnung, so kleine Schiffe sind doch auch was Schönes.
The USS Resurgence. She may not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go, she can more than hold her own. And she doesn't look so bad considering 6 months ago she was nearly cracked in half, venting plasma, fighting for her life.
It was an accident?
The equipment malfunctioned. An accident suggests fault, but no one's to blame. It was a planned test, but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits. It destabilized the dilithium, there was a runaway reaction, and the warp bubble deformed. We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, we're all responsible for each other. That's what it means to be a crew.
I can't even begin to imagine what that must have been like for you. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you. It does weigh heavy. There are some things you can't forget.
It's been 6 months. What's the attitude among the crew now?
Unsettled. But I hope that a new mission will help them move forward. If not, move on. Listen. I realize you've known Captain Solano for quite some time, and I'm sure you're ready to bring your best. But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake, that he should have promoted from within. So you might want to tread lightly at first. Until they come to value your contributions as much as he does.
Thank you. Always good to have a sense for what you're walking into.
I just thought you ought to know.
I appreciate it.
Starfleet has assigned us a high-priority mission to the Hotari region. I'll let the captain brief you on board. I know he's eager to see you.
Will we be mission ready in time?
We have every intention. The crew has been working around the clock to get the ship ready. There's still so much to do.
Oh, ui. Ah, das ist jetzt der zweite Charakter. Oh, ein bisschen.
Stuck. I got just the thing.
Was ist das? Das ist Plasmatorch. Ah, feinte Plasmatorch. Haben wir doch gefunden. Der macht jetzt bestimmt alles kaputt. Na, na, komm, komm, komm. Ah, ich muss es hochdrehen. Oh. Und jetzt? Ah, okay. Ah. Ah. Oh. Jetzt ist aber auch mal lustig. So, wir fangen nicht gleich mit Geballer an. Wir müssen erstmal ein Ventil öffnen. Oh, das ist aber cool. Da muss man ein bisschen durchgebrannt. Dann schieben wir das wieder rein. Zack. Ah.
Is that?
Oh. The Lower Decks. Hey, vielleicht ist Mariana da.
I thought the thing was totally fried.
Ein Trill. Oh ja, das wäre ja was Cooles.
Nice work, Carter.
Nothing to it, Neely.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
Ja, sind noch ein bisschen statisch, finde ich, aber sonst ist es ganz gut gemacht. Also für ein Let's Play lohnt sich das auf jeden Fall. Es ist was Neues auf jeden Fall. Star Trek braucht was Neues. Und so ein bisschen was aus der Next Generation Ära. Ja. Turbolift. Ist auch was Schönes.
Engineer.
I heard the new XO just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for it's something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
You and me working together, we can tackle anything he throws at us.
Your optimism is positively contagious.
Ich mag die. Die ist gut. Trills sind sowieso. Ob sie unvereidigt oder vereidigt ist.
Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Ein Vulkanier.
Officers Ed Solar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Edzelar on repeated occasions.
Apologies for the delay, Commander.
I do not want your apologies. Simply see to it that it does not happen again.
So, I don't suppose you wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural
dürfen auf die
integrity
Hülle.
field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise nature of these disturbances are not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the wide band of emissive activity.
Whatever it throws at us, we'll be ready. We've got the best chief engineer in the fleet.
I am a Vulcan, Mr. Diaz. Flattery is not necessary. All that I require is that you do your job.
Okay, der Vulkanier ist schon mal gut.
Critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system. You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes,
Roger
Commander
that.
Chovak. All hands on deck.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovak said. You know what that means? It means this ship isn't ready to go out and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body at it. And they're going to leave on schedule. Consequences be damned.
It all comes down to us, Nelly. We're the ones who will get it ready.
I know what we can do. But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa. Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement. That's for sure.
They seem all right. Something that happened 6 months ago while they were off on another ship? Well, that's nothing to hold against them.
Yeah, you're right. I guess getting a little new blood on board doesn't hurt. Hold on. Now there's an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda!
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, You're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
I'm gonna take the high road here, pretend you didn't say that, and welcome you aboard.
He's a better diplomat than I am.
He still owes me a bottle of Saurian brandy. Don't think I forgot.
Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and we can give you a proper welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go.
Ja.
See you on the other side.
Das machen wir jetzt noch.
Activating magnetic souls.
Hui, es geht raus. Oh je. Wow. Das ist geil. Oh.
Let's go.
Hui. Das in VR wäre auch noch cool, ne? So.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
Ja gut, okay.
You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleons. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself
Okay, die braucht Medikamente die ganze
and
Zeit.
help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
Können wir uns bewegen? Ja, gut. Das heißt für mich, kann man speichern? Main Menü, Resume, Controls, Your Crew. Okay, also mit den beiden habe ich schon interagiert. Carter. Okay. Ja, also viel Input für die erste Folge, aber der View, Alter, nach draußen, der war ja krass. Also, muss sagen. Ja, guck mal, hier kann man Keyboard. Werde es mal probieren. Also mein Controller ist schon ein bisschen alt, deswegen würde ich sagen, wir probieren es. Wenn es nicht klappt, dann ja. Ich bin sowieso nicht der so Controller-Spieler. Also wir gucken, wie es funktioniert. Ne? Aber wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst doch gerne ein Like da, Abo nicht vergessen, die Glocke aktivieren für mehr Folgen von Star Trek Resurgence oder Resurgence? Wie hieß es? Resurgence. Warum diese schweren haben müssen, keine Ahnung. Ich hoffe, da kommt bald ein Patch, der das auf Deutsch bringt. Ist, glaube ich, für euch besser. Aber, ja. Ne? Ich bedanke mich trotzdem fürs Zuschauen und bis zur nächsten Folge. Tschüss.